I call Amber Lee our cheer captain. She's the reason I remember to wear blue. At this point, Kalyna, we're so hyped. Throw us in the game.
I know, seriously.
Yes, no, it's so exciting, and the weather's great.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, the weather's cooperating. Mother Nature must be a Dodger fan, you know?
There you go. I like that.
Yes, that's good.
All right, well, you know what? I want to show you guys, just in case you guys are headed to the game or you know somebody who's going or you're watching and you're probably wondering, okay, what is the weather going to be like at first pitch? Well, it's going to be nice and comfy. Look at this. So it is a little bit later compared to what they played yesterday at 3:08. We're talking about 5:38, but it's okay. It's Friday. It's going to be a fun game because they are going to beat the Brewers. So we're talking about 70 degrees at first pitch. Then it gets down, you can see, as the game goes on to the mid-60s. So I would suggest maybe bring some sort of long layer or long sleeve with you just in case, because it will get a little cooler. Otherwise, let's talk about our forecast because we are definitely starting to warm up. Today is the day where things are going to get into the above average territory finally, because we've had below average conditions for the last few days here. And also we started off the week with some more of the rainy weather. But here's a look. As we head into the latter part of the morning, we get out of the 50s for downtown LA and we'll climb up into the 60s, and it just gets warmer as we head into the rest of the day because the warming trend is kicking off with this high pressure system bringing us a breezy offshore winds. Temperatures are going to be about 5 degrees warmer than yesterday in some spots. We'll continue the warmer, drier weather through the weekend. Then at the start of next week, that's when the cooling trend begins. And you may have noticed the marine layer hasn't really been part of our weather story the last few mornings. Well, it's going to come back as we head into next week. So that's something to look forward to. Otherwise, here's a look at our highs today. I think you're going to like it on this Friday. We're talking temperatures in the 80s. We're going to be in the mid 80s for Woodland Hills. And then as we head into the rest of the weekend, it just gets a little bit warmer up into the high 80s. And then we're going to see these upper 70s for Santa Monica and also for Manhattan Beach. We're talking about temperatures in the low 80s this afternoon for downtown LA. Usually for this time of year, we're in the upper 70s. We'll have 83 for Whittier, 82 for Anaheim. And then you can see for Santa Ana, also low 80s also Mission Viejo. And then as we head toward the Inland Empire, we're going to see those temperatures pretty much hovering in the mid 80s. You could see 84 for Ontario, 84 for Lake Elsinore, and we'll have low 80s, about 83 for San Bernardino. So overall, we're just looking at some really nice conditions, not much to complain about, really quiet weather pattern because of this high pressure system. High pressure usually brings us more stable air. And then with these offshore winds, we're not talking about any advisories, but this morning we will be waking up, or if you're waking up now, you're probably hearing the howling of the wind in some spots, but it's all under advisory levels. You live in the usual wind prone areas, then you're going to notice that it is a little bit gusty this morning. And then you can see once we head into the rest of the day, the winds begin to relax, so it's not going to be as bad. And then you can see, we just start to see the winds relax even more as we head into the weekend. So the weekend looks great. I know there's a lot of activities taking place this weekend. Those offshore winds will continue to be part of our weather story. That's why it's going to be a little bit warmer for Saturday and Sunday. And then look at what happens as we head into late Sunday. And then by the time we head into Monday, we're going to start to see that increased sea breeze moving back in. So that means the winds are going to come back and coming in. It's going to flip direction, moving from the ocean inland as the low pressure system right off the coast starts to push in. And this is what's going to bring us the cooler weather and then also bring back that marine influence as we head into next week. So that's what we're watching out for over the course of the next few days. But enjoy the nice, quiet conditions. And then we don't even look like we're going to see some rain as we head into the next week or so. So we're going to continue to watch what happens, especially because we do have that low pressure system moving in, and we're going to see whether or not we get rain past next week. So right now we're talking about low 80s for LA and Orange County, and then you can see slowly but surely we're dropping down to the 70s as we head into Monday. And then by next Wednesday is going to be probably the coolest day of the next 7 days. That's when temperatures bottom out before we start to warm back up again. Mid 80s for the valleys, upper 80s from Saturday on into Monday, and then on Wednesday 79. For the Inland Empire, 83 today, 85 by Sunday, and then we'll probably see those mid 70s also by the middle of next week. All right, Kalyna, is it Friday light?
You know what? It depends on where you are. We do have a couple issues out there this morning. If you're in Orange County, you're planning to hit the road in Orange County, you're looking pretty good, which is great. But I do have an issue right now on the 101 North at Mission. The right lane is blocked off. This is through downtown. That's about a 13-minute ride right now from Whittier Boulevard to Mission. So give yourself a little extra time there. In University Crystal City, I do have a stalled car northbound 101 before Barham. The center lane is blocked off, and there's a slight backup as you approach as well. Here's a look at the rest of LA. We do have some traffic, of course, on that 405 in both directions. The 10 in Mid-City as well. Orange County, you're looking pretty good. I do have a slight delay in Brea on that 57 southbound and on the 5 is Santa Ana. Here's a look, though, at the Inland Empire this morning, where I do have a crash in Rancho Cucamonga, 60 west, just past Archibald. It's over on the shoulder, but you can still see that backup there of about 26 minutes just to go 3 miles. You could take the 10 or the 60 to get around some of it. And here's a look at some of your SoCal gas prices. Ventura County, you're steady at $4.71. LA County, you're down at $4.69. Orange County also down at $4.66. IE, though, you are up at $4.59. Sheba?